This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. My name is Bones, and I am joined by Kat and Rob. As always, what's going on?
Not too much.
I might have to poop. I don't know.
Nailed the intro once again here at Slasher Radio.
I'm just sitting here, and I told you I ate chili earlier, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yeah, my belly kind of rumble. I can't tell if I really got a poop or not, though, so we'll just continue.
You are a trooper. You're willing to shit your pants for this show.
No, I'm not. If you see me mute my mic and you don't hear me for a little while, you know what I'm doing. But, you know, we can keep going.
Kat.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we bother showing up.
Yeah, follow that.
We're professionals. Yeah, we just have to move on. This is why we record the intro and the outro when the guests are not here.
Yeah, because Rob pissed me off one time during this interview.
Yeah, I thought Mikey was going to murder me when I asked about Scream 5 Cream. I was
5 Cream.
Yeah, we got an answer because Rob had to go ahead and ask about the 5 Cream thing.
I could only imagine the look on Mikey's face when I said 5 Cream.
I knew it was coming. And I knew, I don't know how I knew it was coming right there, but I felt it. And I immediately, before you even said it, started to get mad.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. These guys they're really cool guys. We were having fun, and they were laughing and talking and stuff. So it felt like it was fine to ask. Like, if they had been like, super serious, like, pretentious dicks, I wouldn't have asked.
Thanks for listening to the show, James and Guy, being on it. We appreciate you. You're not pretentious dicks at all.
No, we're not pretentious dicks. That's what I said.
That was the point. Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun guys.
It's all our other guests of all time that should be offended.
Yeah, right.
No, but I'd ask them other dumb questions too. I don't care.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
As we mentioned last week, as we're talking about now, James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick joined us to talk Scream 5. They are the writers of Scream 5. We hit everything on here to getting the legacy cast back, them talking with Kevin Williamson prior to and during the writing process of this movie, just everything.
Yeah, about 5 Cream.
It's not 5 Cream.
No, I'm saying we asked him about it.
You asked him about it. I don't want any part of that. You and Kat asked him about it.
We got the scoop. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And bloody disgusting. They don't care.
No, they don't care.
Yeah. This is going to be the one. Watch that they finally say, you know what? Let's pick up Slasher Radio again. Yeah, but no, everybody knows. This is a spoiler-filled conversation, by the way.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it by now, fuck you. I mean,
seriously. Yeah.
Get on it, guys.
If you haven't seen this yet, like, you're not a true horror fan. I don't know why you're listening to this. Appreciate you listening to it, but we went on about how great it was. The reviews have been crazy for this thing.
Yeah.
Forget horror aside, go see this damn movie.
Yeah, pause the show, go see it, then come back and listen.
Yeah, that's fair. Spoiler-filled stuff coming up, but just such an awesome conversation.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I want everybody to hear this. I want this to be super, super heard, kind of like our Thanksgiving episode, which was actually that is our highest rated show in a while, by the way. Very happy about that.
That Thanksgiving thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Rob just tried to piss you off for an hour.
I didn't try and piss him off. I just didn't understand the assignment. So I just kind of did my own thing.
As you usually do.
Hey, I will have you know, before this interview, I did not ask once, who were we interviewing today?
That's true.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
I knew.
That was nice for a change. Rob was actually on top of what was going on, which is nice to know. You did that with freaking Don Mancini.
I couldn't remember if it was him or somebody else that day was the thing.
I mean, we're working with NBC, talking to Don Mancini, responsible for one of the greatest horror franchises ever.
I couldn't remember if it was him or somebody else because we talked to a couple of different people, though.
You should be ashamed of yourself. But nonetheless, Scream 5 is absolutely incredible. Great conversation, a lot of fun. All right, you know what? We're just going to throw you guys over to that interview now. I am so excited for everybody to hear it. This was a big deal to me personally, as I'm going to, you'll hear me get into it during the interview. But, I've been going on about Scream. I've always gone on about Scream. And it's such a big franchise to me because I grew up with Scream. Like when I could really start kind of understanding movies and putting them together and really like understanding what's going on in a movie as opposed to just looking at it at a young age. I grew up with Scream, and to see it come to this movie, part 5, no Wes Craven, and everything's going on with this damn thing, and as scared as I was, I fell in love with this movie, man. It made me fall in love with this franchise all over again, and to be able to talk to Guy and James, like it means a lot because they created this, and you guys are going to hear the passion that went into it, and all kinds of stuff about the movie, and it was a great experience to me. We've done a lot of interviews on this show in the history of this show. Tony Todd and Greg Nicotero, and Doug Bradley, and David Arquette, who has been a guest on the show. And this one's right up there with a man. Like I'm missing a bunch, but this one's right up there with all of them. Bill Moseley and John Casier and everybody. This one's up there, man, because of what this movie meant and all that stuff. So I'm just really excited for people to hear it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So here you go, and we'll catch you on the other side. As mentioned last week, we are joined with very special guests, Mr. James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, the writers, co-writers of Scream 2022. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Really well now that the movie's out. We're much better now.
So are we. I have been, since the movie was announced, I am a huge Scream fan. I am in the age range of when the original hit, and it's very treasured by me, and I was petrified of this movie. And I've been saying it on air since it was announced, and I was blown away when I finally seen it. I am also very happy that it came out. What do you think? Because we've seen films come out, especially new directors, new writers, and years later, and it's very rarely successful. You guys have been noted as big fans of the original franchise. How much did that tie into what you brought to Scream?
I mean, I think that was sort of everything for us. The reason we wanted to do it was, we love it so much and didn't want anyone else to fuck it up. I mean, like as weird as that is to say, Gary Barber had the title. He'd sort of inherited a lot of the Weinstein library, and my partners, William Sherrick and Paul Neinstein in Project X, and I went and sort of visited him, and he was sort of going through all the stuff he had, and maybe we could collaborate on this or that. And then he got to Scream, and I said, oh my God, like I'm the world's biggest Scream fan. Like I saw Scream when I was in college and trying to be a writer. Like it's one of the reasons, I write the way I do. Like it was so important to me. And he said, well, will you write it? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay. And I said, okay. And then we walked out, and I was like, did we just get Scream? Like that's insane. And the first thing I did was I called Guy, and I said, because I'd known Guy for 20 years. He's just as big a Scream fan as I am, and I wanted to be in the trenches with somebody who loved it as much as I did. And we were just like, we're going to do this, and because we love it, and we're not going to fuck it up.
It sounds like you guys were both really excited about it. Did you feel any pressure of stepping in to the sort of shoes of Kevin Williamson, who's so synonymous with the franchise?
Enormous pressure, absolutely. I mean, and we put it on ourselves as well, because as Jamie said, we are first and foremost fans. And so for us, it was just like, we want to know what happens next. We want to know what became of these characters after the fourth movie. And one of the first things that I'm so grateful for that Jamie and his partners did, and Spyglass as well, is reach out to Kevin.
Yeah, we cheated. We called Kevin Williamson. We were like,
we just were like, he's got to be involved. It all sprang from this guy's brain, and he was very gracious with us and with his time and with his knowledge, and he was sort of our guiding light, our sort of North Star on this whole thing. But yeah, we put enormous pressure on ourselves, because we're like, well, if this is it, if we get to do a Scream movie and this is the final entry in this franchise, let's put everything we have into it. What do we want to see as fans? Who do we want to see back? What kind of a story do we want to tell? And we've been feeling the pressure all along, but we also knew we were coming from a place of absolute love for the material. And so I think we just let that guide us.
Yeah, I think the reverence for the first movie really comes through in this one. And I feel like what you guys nailed the best about this movie was all of the new characters that you created. Those characters were just fantastic. And, I didn't miss the legacy characters when they weren't on screen, because I was so invested in the new characters, the new batch of quote unquote kids, if you will, that you guys brought to us. And you guys knocked it out of the park with that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a huge goal. Yeah, thank you.
I don't think I had ever liked a horror character as much as Randy Meeks until Mindy came along.
We love Mindy. That one of the first things we decided was that somebody related to Randy had to be the new, kind of horror encyclopedia, the one that knew the rules, the one that could explain it all.
You absolutely nailed it with her.
Oh, thank you. She's a favorite, and what Jasmine did with it, just so unreal. We love that performance. We love that character. So it's really nice to hear that it resonated, because we love Randy too, obviously.
That came through.
Good.
Well, you guys had mentioned that obviously relief that the movie's out, and you talk all this stuff about everything that you wanted to do right and buy the originals and all that stuff. You seem nervous. Were you confident? Because I mean, we are as fans, as viewers, we don't know until it comes out. You guys are sitting on and know and have seen and all this stuff. Tell us a little bit about that side of it, because you're able to see the finished product. You know what it is. You know what went into it. Where does that nervousness come from, and what's that process like when it comes out and you get this great response?
Well, I mean, I think it's a couple different things. I think the first thing is we were always confident that this was the movie we wanted to make, right, and the story we wanted to tell. And I was in the editing room for months with Radio Silence, so we knew what the movie was. And I think Guy and I love the movie. But you never know if it's going to connect or not. You never know how things, you just don't, and it is one of those things where you're in a bubble to a certain extent. And with this movie, especially too, we didn't, we were able to show it to sort of friends and family, but it's not like we tested the movie 17 times and you know what I mean? So, and at the end of the day, it's really about, the people who buy the tickets and sit down and give you 2 hours of their life to hopefully be entertained by you. And so I think it was, once, at least for me, once I started to see some of the reviews, and this is certainly not always a movie, you're not making a slasher movie to get reviews, but to see people who really cared about the movie, who were fans, go, oh my God, this is what they're doing. Because, Paramount, to their credit, did a really wonderful job of keeping what the movie is about a secret.
Yeah.
And so once they were like, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, that's interesting. That, I think, was the sort of the big exhale, for me.
Yeah, I can completely agree with that. We were confident in the final product. We did make the movie we wanted to make, and we felt really, really good about it. And if there were nerves, it was just, we want to make the fans happy. We kind of approached this as fans. And we knew that we wanted to honor the fans and honor Wes's legacy and the legacy of the movies. And so it was just, the true fans who have been with this franchise since the beginning, or who just discovered it, but love these movies, are they going to accept us? Are they going to let us in too? and are they going to like it? And because that was our goal, is just we want to make a great Scream movie, and we want to make the fans happy, because it's been 11 years since the last one. So as Jamie said, when some of those early reactions came in and people who loved this franchise did seem to connect with it, it was just, that was the relief for me. It was just, okay, good, we've made the fans, at least many fans happy, and that was the goal.
When you guys wrote this movie, did you do the thing that we've heard so much about with past sequels or entries in the franchise, where there are multiple scripts with multiple different endings? Did you have to do all that?
Yeah, we did. We not have to. We were excited to. I sort of feel like it's part of the. It's like a rite of passage, right?
I just always wondered, as a writer, like, you're working on something and that's not the ending that's going to be used. Wouldn't you just? I feel like I would just sort of half-ass it,
Were you ever tempted to switch endings?
No. This was always the ending of the movie. It's funny, though. I will say on Guy, do you want to talk about Ready or Not for a second? On Ready or Not, yeah.
Yeah, we had a ton of endings, because we didn't arrive at the one that was shot right away.
And Guy had written an alternate. Guy and Ryan, his co-writer, had written just a kind of fun alternate ending that we all read, and we're like, oh no, that's how the movie should end. So on this, and that's how the movie ends. On this, it was really a process. We were like, well, I wonder if we'll beat it. But we always sort of knew that this is once we figured out who the killer is, once we figured out what the motive is this, by the way, is this a spoiler podcast or no?
Yeah.
At this point, I think.
No, I just don't want to, but once we figured that out, that sort of stayed set in stone, and it was more about generating other versions of it that we would send to the post-production team, to the guy who scored, like, because as you make a movie, you have to give the entire script to a lot of people involved in the production. And so we wanted to be able to do that, because you can't just sort of call up a production designer and go, we'd love you to design the whole movie, we're not giving you the third act. Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So we had to give them something approximately where we are going to shoot in this house, but the people who end up being the killers aren't the killers. So yeah.
Yeah. And as Jamie said, it wasn't a chore. We were kind of, this is the first time we've done a fake ending, and we were just kind of giddy about it. It was like, this is fun. Like, the secrecy was fun, and it felt like spy shit. And and we couldn't really half-ass it, because some people were reading this, and so the fake motive and the fake killers, it all had to make sense. So we actually did have to devote some legitimate time to making this fake version where different people died, different people were the killers, and it was just kind of a blast. It's the first time I've done that, and it was really fun.
Yeah. Just for the record, the ending that you chose for Ready or Not is perfect. I absolutely love the ending. I love that movie, but the ending is excellent.
The ending makes the movie for me. So fun.
Thank you. Yeah, it does for us too. When we hit on that, we're like, oh, this is perfect.
That's awesome. I did have another thing I wanted to mention. There was a lot specifically with Nev Campbell, Sydney, whatever fans want. That she was being I guess the word could be wooed into trying to, you guys were trying to get the legacy characters back early on. At least that's what was being reported. As the writers, was there anything, did you go into writing this with that mindset that you're going to have to try, like, what was that process like? If you could talk about that a little bit.
Guy, do you want to? Sure.
Yeah, no, we just, obviously we tell people, yes, if they don't come back, we still have a movie. And I think we did have, ideas for how to make it work, but it was kind of like, we really need these guys to come back. So let's write the best possible version of this. And then just hopefully, the work is on the page. And one thing we wanted to do with the three main legacy characters was give them something different to play. And we put them in different places in their lives. Sydney now has a family and she's no longer running. Dewey's fallen on hard times, and he's separated from Gail, and she's off in New York living a different kind of life. And so that was a big thing for us, was like, if these actors are going to come back, we should entice them by giving them something new that they haven't done in this franchise before. But I mean, as much as we can say we had a contingency plan, we were just like, we have to get these guys back. It's just not Scream.
We had no plan. Yeah, we had no plan other than, It really was, but it was. We sort of looked at each other at the very beginning. It was a "if you build it, they will come" kind of thing. It's just we're going to put out into the universe. We're going to write the best possible version of this movie we can, and really hope that they read it and they go, "Oh, that's cool. Like, I want to come and play. Like, I want to be a part of that." And thankfully, they did. And I think Kevin being involved was a huge part of that, knowing that we had his blessing and that he was involved with it. I think just in Radio Silence, reached out to all of them and wrote them letters and sort of explained how much Wes meant to them in their careers coming up. And so I think once they realized that sort of the place we were coming from in terms of making this movie, that's one of the things that they were like, okay, cool, this is safe. Like, because none of them wants to tarnish the legacy of it either. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It really matters to them as well, and it's, Scream movies aren't just another job, especially for those actors. And so having them involved and having Neve Campbell sort of be able to say, no, Sydney would say it this way, instead of that way, you go, well, you're right, Neve Campbell, she would.
You mentioned Sydney being in a different place in her life. In the movie, she mentioned,
I was just going to ask this.
being married to Mark. Is that, I assume that is Patrick Dempsey's character?
Yeah, I get confirmation that's
from
Mark
Scream
Kincaid.
3?
I think that name was not chosen randomly. I think that's the best way to put it. Is there a Mark in Scream 3? I didn't realize. Interesting.
Yeah. As soon as I heard that, I was running in my mind. I was like, was his name Mark? I remember Kincaid. Was it Mark?
I love that.
A lot of, while we're talking about the legacy characters, there was a lot of talk from Matthew Lillard specifically that Stu might or might not be dead. Was there ever thoughts of bringing Stu back for this one?
I think
that was never part of the plan. Yeah, no. I think, our big swing was Skeet. And that was something we decided on really, really early. That got us really excited. And we're so grateful that we convinced him to come back and reprise that role in a sense. But yeah, we figured out pretty early on that we wanted the protagonist to be Billy's child. And so we were just really happy that we got him.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think we should move on from this topic because I might just start fanboying out a little bit. Oh man, I mean, you guys are right with the Mark name and everything. Like, you guys did just such a good job with callbacks to where it wasn't like we're getting hit over the head with it, But it's like it because Scream has always been like an intimate franchise. Characters return for so long and just so much involved with it. And I guess kind of what you guys said, it's not just another job, but without naming names, obviously, we've seen other films and franchises to where, it came across, the finished product came across like another job or cash grab or whatever you want to call it. And that's what was so scary to me as a big Scream fan that, oh man, what's it going to be? But I'm just so appreciative of you guys for not treating it like that and realizing how special this franchise is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No,
that means a lot.
The same way. It's I'm so happy that comes through because it is so near and dear to our heart and so much, I think, in the DNA of both of us I think we both saw it as we were trying to become screenwriters. Do you know what I mean? And just speaking for myself, seeing a movie and Wes is so incredible in the things he does, but seeing a screenplay, Kevin's screenplay, is so smart and confident and has such a great voice, but is also so in love with the genre of slashers and sort of brings it to a different place. And it was just watching a movie that can deconstruct an entire genre and yet be one of the best examples of that same genre as it's pulling it apart is such an amazing sort of having your cake and eating it too. So yeah, this franchise means everything to us. So I'm so happy.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you can draw a direct line between the original Scream and Ready or Not. It was a huge influence on all of us. But the idea that you could have a horror film with characters who aren't just machete fodder, that you actually care about, that look like fully realized people, and have humor and fun in that slasher movie, it's such a mind-blowing experience. So it really stayed with me, and you can see the influence, in Ready or Not.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We've said, because, when all this came out of a new Scream movie, we were like, who the hell is going to, and they said, Ready or Not. I'm
looking up the IMDb. Who the hell do these guys think they are?
And, when we talked about it several times, Ready or Not looked Screamist, kind of, and it looked like Scream. It absolutely. And we were like, okay, so these guys, you could see it there. And you guys are 1,000,000%. It came through, you could feel it 100%.
That's awesome.
The last thing I wanted to touch on, I guess this is definitely a spoiler episode, but you guys got rid of Dewey.
Yep.
That took balls. What go, because you have all the 3 legacy characters. It could have been anybody. What went into that decision?
It was, something we came to pretty early on in the process. In terms of just working out, we did feel that it seemed like giving him the arc that he has in this movie felt like a really great thing for David to play that he hadn't played before, but also felt a little bit like a logical conclusion. And the other thing, the guy and I always talk about is Randy going in Scream 2, I think is such an enormous kick in the gut. I remember the first time I saw it, and it just let you know that anything is possible. It's like there are no guardrails anymore, and we felt like we needed to bring some of that back into the franchise in this movie. As much as we love Scream 3 and Scream 4, there got to be a sort of a plot armor situation going on. And I think for all of those reasons, and then also I remember us banging our heads against the wall going, Sidney Prescott would never go back to Woodsboro. Like, what would bring Sidney back to Woodsboro? And we kind of realized there was only one thing that would do it. And so it's weird as a writer, you can write things that break your heart too, right. But is also the right thing for the story. And I think that's what, that moment it was for us.
I love the fact that Dewey really doesn't want her to come back to Woodsboro.
Yeah.
And he's ultimately the reason that she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's such a fitting scene.
Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking.
I was really impressed that Dewey died. On the way to the theater, I was kind of hoping that one of the legacy characters was going to die, just because I also, as much as I love them in Scream 3 and Scream 4, I felt kind of the same way about them developing plot armor. And that was the moment that I knew in this Scream movie that you guys were taking it really seriously.
Yeah, but you're also sort of a sadist, Kat.
About what? Little bit.
It was a difficult decision, and one that we never really questioned because it just felt it was right for the story. That doesn't mean we didn't have apprehension about it and that we weren't, emotionally conflicted. I know that, coming up with that plot point and then having to write it, it was very, very difficult. But at the same time, it just felt like this is the story we're telling, and we do need it. As Kevin says, it's a slasher movie. People have to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hard, but you guys did, it was done so well, and it's like, and I'm the one out of the 3 of us that, don't get rid of anybody, don't change anything. I don't like change, but that it was done so well that like, you don't have time to be mad at it. If that makes sense, because there's so much emotion there. You're so impressed with what you just seen. And you don't have time to be mad about it. Like, I'm still not like, I'm upset about it, but I'm not mad about it. And, we've seen characters and other things die. And it's like, you kind of just stare at it and go, what the hell did they do that for? But I think it's all done and it's all how it's done, and you can't get mad at that. What we've seen with that was incredible.
Good. And, another thing about it was we knew it would give Courtney a different color to play that she hadn't as Gale in these movies before. Just this total sense of loss and devastation. And then it's such a motivator for that third act, because now you really fucking hate this killer, and you really want to see Dewey's friends, his ex-wife and his close friend, get revenge.
Yeah.
And so it fully, hopefully invests you in we want to see the good guys take out the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But if you're asking at the beginning why we were nervous,
fair, very fair. Yeah. Well, actually, I just thought of one last thing I wanted to touch on real quick. You mentioned earlier, I think it was Guy, you had mentioned the term final entry. Was that what this was looked on as? Is there no other talks currently of a Scream 6?
I mean, yeah, sorry, go on.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh no! What I was going to say, is I think that's more just about the way we approached this was, I've been involved in other movies where people are like, oh, it'd be amazing. Like, we'll do this. This one will start it, and then in part 2 we'll do this in part 3, and then you don't get to make part 2 or part 3 because people didn't like part 1.
Right.
And so when we came into this, we just went, we want to put everything in this, like if we get one shot at this, what do we want to see in a Scream movie? And so the approach was always, and by the way, this is how Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4 were made. Give the audience a full meal, give them everything, give them which is not something that's done as often these days, interestingly enough. So that was really the approach with this movie. And so right now, that's sort of where our heads were, just getting this movie done, getting it out there. Listen, Guy and I love working together. We love radio silence. We love these actors. So, whatever the future holds, the future holds. But for right now, it was really, just not screwing this up.
Exactly.
I've said that, we talked about the new characters you created. And I think that I would love to see a movie with that new group of characters going forward. And it's not often you leave the theater after having seen the 5th movie in a franchise excited to see the 6th.
That's all.
Well, thank you. That's a huge compliment. Yeah. I mean, we put everything we had into this, and, we really wanted to create a new cast, much like the first movie that just you really loved and cared about. So that's just a huge compliment.
Yeah. You guys absolutely killed it. Was there ever any thought of naming the movie 5 Cream?
It was definitely called 5 Cream behind the scenes. So
yes.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of a win in there.
Yeah, no, Jack Quaid had shot glasses with 5 Cream made. There were shirts with Ghostface carrying 5 bottles of cream. So certainly.
I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, yeah. It certainly came up.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it's not 5 Cream anymore now.
I don't think so. I think we won that one.
Damn it. Mr. Vanderbilt, Mr. Busick, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it so much. We love this conversation with you guys, and just again, thank you very much for what you put into this film, because it meant a lot to me. And it's you guys. Just,
thank you so much.
We could feel the passion, and just thank you for what you did.
Yeah, thank you for your time and for what you did.
Thanks for having us. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much. And honestly, like it's we're so excited that people who love the franchise like we do are responding to the movie that way. So the fact that you guys love it means a ton.
Absolutely. The movie is much, much better than I could have ever hoped for. So thank you for that. And also, Mr. Vanderbilt, while I have you real quick, I just want to thank you for Zodiac as well, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Such a fantastic movie. I could talk to you for hours about that, but I won't.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Listen, happy to come back. So whenever you want to.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your night, and thank you for your time here.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you, JC, for setting everything up. Appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoyed it.
I sure liked it.
I did. Yeah, except one part. I think my favorite thing about this, James and Guy, you could tell they're fans.
Oh, yeah.
It did feel more like talking to fans of Scream than it did talking to, it was very casual. They were very nice, and they did get they got as excited to talk about some of the aspects of the movie as we did in the chat talking about aspects of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And well, people don't know this, but we were actually offered an opportunity to see the movie before it came out. We were invited to a screener in Manhattan, which we were found out about it the day before. So
yeah, I would have had to drive overnight to make it there.
Right. And, despite what people think, not everyone in New York lives in Manhattan. It is a bitch to get into Manhattan, especially on a day's notice. So, wasn't able to make that. And they had parameters around it, which we were confused, Paramount and the directors and writers. They had parameters that they wanted the movie seen prior to interviewing, which we thought was weird. But I don't know if you guys feel the same way. We thought it was weird at the time, but now seeing the movie and talking to James and Guy and seeing their nervousness, excitement, and all that about this, I can see why.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, I guess. But at the time, it seemed weird.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to fly to New York for that.
You could have seen me.
I definitely wasn't going to fly to New York for that.
That's fucked up, man. We'd have a good time. We'd go eat some pizza and hot dogs and stuff. You'd have some good meatballs.
We'd go do some touristy shit. I'd make you take me to the Statue of Liberty.
Are we going on a date? I'm not taking you to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, you're taking me there. You're taking me to Times Square.
Kat, remember when I asked Rob if he would date me and he just immediately said no?
Yeah.
I don't feel like he should get the perks of going to these places with me.
That's, you know what, Rob? That's fair.
I don't know. Right. I don't know. I can't think of any other touristy things, but I'm sure there's a bunch.
I'm sure there was too, but that's like I was, obviously with the whole situation of it, it wasn't the most fun scenario to be in with the whole, you have to see the screening for, but like I said, I truly, after talking to these guys, I do not question it anymore because it felt like they were so sure of what they did. They wanted it seen. They didn't want to deal with any negative bullshit because it's like, you don't even know how good of a job we just did.
What about Coney Island? Would you take me to Coney Island?
No. Oh, what the hell? Fun fact, me and Bobby went all the way into Coney Island once for a hot dog.
Uh-huh.
And the line was like out the door, like the original Nathan's was out the door, down the block, around the fucking... We went home with no hot dogs from Coney Island.
That's ridiculous. You didn't even get a hot dog?
Dude, I was standing on that line in the middle of summer. No.
Like you had anything better to do. You went all the way to Coney Island for a fucking hot dog.
I forget what we ended up doing. But yeah, obviously we didn't have much productivity during the day. We went all the way out for hot dog, didn't even get it. So disappointing trip to Coney Island. Anyway.
We could meet at the top of the Empire State Building like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
I thought you didn't want to date me.
They also didn't date, Mikey.
Yeah.
So
Oh. Did they end up dating?
I don't know.
They smooch.
I don't even think I've seen. Well,
I haven't seen that movie all the way through.
Yeah, we can make out.
Oh. Wait a minute. What kind of whore do you think I am? What the hell? No. I require commitment first, goddammit.
I feel like you've derailed this conversation, Mikey.
You brought up
Mikey, how dare you?
This guy brings up Coney Island, and here we go. My fault. But no, I mean, I really truly hope that people have seen this movie. Like, if you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, I'm gonna Jay and Silent Bob you and just go to your house and we're gonna fight. It's gotten to that.
That'd be fun. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, I mean, it's so much better than I expected. They absolutely nailed it. I've said numerous times already, but you don't leave the theater after having seen the 5th movie in a franchise excited to see the 6th movie very often. But they did it right.
They did. I haven't been this nervous to see a movie since A Nightmare on Elm Street. And like I said, that
one burned you.
Yeah, but I kind of it wasn't Robert Englund, so you kind of knew,
Yeah.
Like this one, there was no reason for this to be bad. And I just, it like Rob said, it was I had high hopes and I was like, man, this is going to be great. I have a strong feeling, but I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Yep. It's a really good movie. Check it out.
Absolutely. And thank you very much to Guy and James for coming on the show.
Yeah, it was a fun conversation.
It was, man.
Yeah, a couple of nice guys.
Absolutely. And James did say that he would come back on to talk to you about Zodiac, Rob.
Yeah. Zodiac. I love that movie.
I think you could do that interview alone.
Oh, come on, guys.
I want to be there.
Yeah, see? It's a good movie.
If you get Rob talking about Zodiac, I feel like the interview will be as long as Zodiac.
Yeah, remember how my biggest complaint with Zodiac was that I don't rewatch it very often? Getting to talk to the writer of Zodiac about the movie is one of those situations where I would rewatch it.
I don't know why you don't rewatch it anyway. I find it to be a feel-good movie.
It's just because I don't think it's a feel-good movie, I guess, is why.
I don't know. There's something about it that's comforting.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we're knocking Zodiac. Zodiac is Slasher Radio approved with an 8.7.
Yeah.
It's our second highest approval rating, I think.
Yeah, behind Jack Frost, because you gave it a 10.
Not behind Jack Frost, behind Black Christmas, which is a 9.5.
Yeah. I mean, if you're behind Black Christmas, you're fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say there's a lot worse problems in the world to have.
Yeah. Love Zodiac. Great movie. We got some business to take care of.
Oh shit, we sure do.
A little thing called the Slashy Awards didn't wrap up quite the way we wanted it to last week. So
no,
I had blocked this conversation out.
I completely forgot about it, to be honest with you. Now I have to find the tweet because I forgot about the whole fucking thing.
I thought you deleted the tweet.
I did delete the tweet, but I screenshotted the tweet.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm semi-intelligent.
I was gonna say, if you're going through looking for the tweet, that's gone.
Yeah, no. Okay, I do have the tweet. Okay, yeah, no, I completely forgot about this. Holy shit. The best movie of 2021 Slashy from last week's Slashy Awards and the week prior's Slashy Awards. It was a tie for the best movie of 2021.
Yeah, arguably the second biggest award of the show, behind the Lord Humphrey Lifetime Achievement Award. And it came out a tie, which was weird.
It's definitely the biggest award. It's that Lord Humphrey thing doesn't even count.
Yeah, you tell that to Al Bundy.
I'm telling that to Philly the Ass Eater, who now he's in trouble because he'd let you up here. Anyway, so our master plan was, which Greg, by the way, called me out for.
I know, I saw that, made me laugh.
Yeah, bastard. So we decided that we were going to send out a tweet. And that's the best way to get the widest range of answers, settle this once and for all. Which was the best movie between Halloween Kills and Candyman of 2021 for the winner of the Slashy. And Greg says something along the lines of it not going my way, so I deleted the tweet.
Yeah, but the plan all along had been to delete the tweet so people wouldn't know.
Right, Greg.
Yeah, come on, Greg.
Which he now knows because he listened to last week's show, I'm sure, and kicking himself in the tushy a little bit.
Yeah. Dummy.
How's your butt feel, Greg? Tushy kick. He's going to put up a really bad movie next week. All right, so the Slashy goes to, with 120 votes, Halloween Kills.
You guys suck.
That is terrible.
54.2%.
All right. Well,
I will say that is not quite as high as it was, as I was afraid it would be.
All right.
Once I saw it won, I was afraid that it was a wider margin than that. But still, you guys suck, and I'm disappointed in the listeners.
Yeah, and I think that the Slashies was a fun experiment, but maybe it's over now.
I think if hypothetically we were to return to the Slashies, the listeners get to vote on stuff. We get to veto or they don't get to vote on stuff. They get to nominate things. We vote, and we're allowed to veto nominations. Like, I've lost a lot of faith in the listeners over this experience.
All right. Well, I mean, the people have spoken, and I said Halloween Kills is a fun movie with a ton of problems.
No, I'm not over this. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't just like the people have spoken this one because I spent so much time last year defending Halloween Kills because no one liked it that much. I feel like I liked it more than the average moviegoer because it was fun. It's a fun time. There were cool kills. Like, it had critical problems, but I spent a lot of time defending it. And now that we're talking about like critical successes of films, now is where you guys are like, oh, Halloween Kills had Michael Myers in it. Like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. Candyman was a good movie. I'm mad. I'm disappointed in you.
I'd like to point out that usually I'm the one who gets yelled at for shit talking the listeners.
Listen, I've learned a thing or two.
Yeah, they're terrible, aren't they?
Rob.
Yeah, this one, I liked how, I think, other than maybe Cat, I don't know about Rob. I can't tell. But I liked Halloween Kills a lot, and I think I liked it more than Rob. Maybe I don't know, but even I will sit and Candyman is the better movie, hands down. And I mean, maybe if you're looking for something to just like a background movie, I could maybe see Halloween Kills. But I mean, the way I was looking at this, you got to sit down and critically look at it. And I don't think anyone. Maybe people just voted because they love Michael Myers. I don't know. But man, if you really sit and watch these movies back to back, it's hard for me to give it to Halloween Kills over King.
Yeah. It's just a better movie.
Right. Better movie. Better time watching. That's a different conversation. I mean, I still think it's Candyman, but I can see that argument for Halloween Kills, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like how Jaws is a better movie, but Santa Jaws is more fun.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
It's exactly like that.
Holy shit. Wow. Hold on a second here. We are talking about Michael Myers, Candyman, Scream 5 today, James and Guy, and all these great things. And you're going to bring up Santa Jaws.
I'm just saying that, like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, Jurassic Park is an awesome movie, but Velocipaster is more fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't seen Velocipaster. How do you know?
This episode might be listened to by the wonderful JC at Paramount and maybe James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick themselves. Maybe even somebody at news outlets and people pick up the show.
They're not going to pick any of it up. They're not going to pick up shit. But I'm saying there's a chance they will. And I'm not going to curse you out in front of these fine people, Rob. All right.
Because we might have guests listening to the show and they're not used to some of the things that happen.
They're going to know that I've been sitting here trying to poop the whole time.
Trying to poop or not?
Well, yeah, I guess trying not to poop. Yeah.
Are you on the toilet right now?
You'd know.
He's in the theater.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just trying to make it examples, think of different examples that are the same.
Those are shitty, horrible examples. Also, Kat, I would like to. Should we throw a horror court in this bitch? Because it's deserving.
All right.
Rob might know what I'm talking about here. Kat, we had a fantasy football group. And it was filled with everybody who joined the Fantasy Football League. And apparently, Rubber is on HBO Max.
Oh, no.
And Nate pointed this out and also said, should he watch it tonight?
No.
Rob said, it's amazing. Of course you should watch it.
Yeah.
Followed up by, honestly, Nate, you might get too scared if you watch it. Kat, he's encouraging people to watch this shithole.
Not just encouraging. I was trying to goad him into it, too. I was like, well, you might be too scared. And if he came back and said something else, I was going to be like, yeah, you probably wouldn't even understand it. It might go over your head.
Here's the thing, is you can encourage people to watch whatever. But I think where the problem is misleading him by saying it's fun.
Yeah. And amazing.
It's a work of art.
Like, those are words that we use for Santa Jaws. I don't think they should be applied to Rubber.
Whoa, Kat, no, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah. Santa Jaws
And
or
flags.
bad CGI sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all terrible movies.
Dude, I know you aren't talking smack about Slack.
No, in fact, I am. You can listen to the Slacks episode, everybody. I did it for about an hour.
That movie is great.
Well, I'm not getting any help from Pat here.
It's the perfect
It
Killer
won a
Pants
slashy.
movie.
It started out wonderful.
Yeah, that's
and-
right. Slash won a slashy.
Stop telling people to go watch Rubber. Is the moral of the story.
I
Okay.
don't know. Here's what I feel kind of betrayed anyway.
How?
Because when you started this horror court, you were like cat, and I was like, oh, good, this doesn't involve me. And then all of a sudden, I get drug out in the middle of it anyway. You know, I'm getting tired of always being at the center of these horror court segments.
Stop saying dumb shit
I don't say anything dumb.
and doing dumb shit. You do dumb shit sometimes too. It causes a horror court.
Like what? I don't do anything dumb.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm also a little intoxicated right now, so
Are you gonna complain about me blocking you guys on Twitter again?
yeah, you broke 2 group chats by doing that. That was something dumb. Yes.
And then I forgot to follow you.
Yeah, we were unfollowed by you for like 2-3 weeks,
Yeah.
and he never noticed. He didn't even notice.
I was like, oh, it's been nice and peaceful.
Anyway, Halloween Kills won the slashy. For anybody who's maybe just listening to this for the first time, we had the slashy awards last week and the week before, covering books, video games, movies, and TV shows. You might want to go back and listen to that.
And assorted other categories.
Mm.
Sort of miscellaneous categories.
Miscellaneous is a word.
Yeah.
It's a word.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, just before we wrap up, Scream 5 is amazing.
It's really good. It's really good. Right now, it's my number 1 movie of 2022.
I don't think I'm going to say this now. We're still in January as we record this.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I'm going to make a prediction. I don't think Scream 5 will be knocked off of your number 1 list all year.
Texas Chainsaw is coming in just a
I
couple
don't know.
weeks.
I don't know if you're aware of that.
I'll bet
there
a
is
shark movie on it. How about that?
There is a Bring It On zombie movie coming out sometime this year.
Oh, I'm excited for. I hate how excited I am for that movie.
Me
I remember
too.
That. And we don't know what kind of shark movies are on the horizon.
Kat just never seems to betray me, like without even meaning to do it. But okay, I bet a shark movie that Scream 5 will not be dethroned as your favorite movie of the year.
Are you talking about all movies or horror movies?
Shit. Horror movies is fair.
All right. Because right now it's number 1 on my all movies, but I've only seen a few movies from this year.
Right. And you know, you like shit like Shape of Water, which is not a horror movie. So, you know.
That is the greatest horror film ever made.
The best horror movie, it will not be dethroned. Betting a shark movie on it right here, right now.
All right, we'll see. It's a really good one. It's not going to be easy.
You better not fuck me.
I'm glad that you bet a shark movie.
Yeah, I mean that's my currency on this show. Apparently, is shark movie. Unfortunately, I don't know how the hell this happened, but that's like my form of currency. Whenever we want Kat to do something that she really don't want to do, I pay in shark movies.
Yeah, that one with Alicia Silverstone's out now. I think that's the one Chris tweeted about, right?
I didn't know it was out.
I don't know.
Oh, that's exciting.
I think Greg tweeted about that, didn't he?
I don't listen, Chris, Greg. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I remember yelling at them because they said it would look. Yeah, it was Greg. It was fucking Greg. Another shark movie just for Mikey's dead and Slasher Radio to watch. And then he did the Italian fucking fingers and the thumb thing, which I really don't appreciate that emoji.
He really likes the Italian thing.
He loves that fucking shit, dude. The old fucking capiche, the hand thing. I can't even find that. Like, how does he even do it?
It was actually both of them because EyeRChris also sent one. He just retweeted the Fangoria link that said it's a shark alert at Radio Rob and at Cat Valor.
Oh, he didn't tag me, and I was sneaky bastard.
We're getting shark alerts now.
Yeah. And I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
No, I think it's good.
What has this show turned into? Like, really, we have shark alerts. Like, what kind of bullshit is that even?
Shark movies are the best, Mikey. I wish you'd get on board.
No, I'm good. My never-ending war with shark movies against Cat and Rob.
You had fun with Jaws 3D.
Yeah, but that's Jaws. Yeah, I had fun with a Jaws movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so Scream 5, man. That's it. I don't know what else to say about it. I want to just take a second to thank Guy and James one more time for not like this could have been very easily a cash grab, and they could have just did whatever it is they had to do and treated it like another job, as we talked about. And I'm truly grateful that they didn't do that. And I'm also mad at them because they made me question my favorite franchise, which I don't know still what to do with that.
Yeah. Well, it's a great movie, and you can tell that it was made by people who really enjoyed playing in that sandbox. They did an excellent job, and super nice guys. Great interview. Thanks for not yelling at me for asking about Five Cream, and also giving the answer that you did, because Mikey, I know he damn near had a heart attack.
You should be thanking me for not yelling at you. Oh my God.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. It was a great conversation. We hope to have you back sometime. Also, not to like randomly start more shade with Blumhouse, but like maybe choosing people that are passionate about the titles is a good way to do remakes. Cough, cough, Black Christmas, cough, cough.
Cough, cough, Paranormal Activity, cough, cough.
Do we have shade with Blumhouse? Do we have shade?
You both threatened to fight the owner of the company.
Yeah, we've both threatened them today.
That's only if they don't show me Halloween Ends on the release date.
I don't know.
I'll personally fight anyone that ruins the black phone. Also, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's not looking real good.
It's not looking real good. I might have to fight some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good for Paramount. We're threatening executives.
It's fine. It's fine. We like you, Paramount. You're cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll I'm really hoping they do another one though.
Yeah. Maybe next time we have them on, they'll be talking about Six Screen.
That doesn't even sound right.
I know, but I'm gonna go with it just to piss you off.
Wouldn't it be the E for the 6? Maybe.
I don't know. Somebody, one show that I listened to, I don't remember which one it was, or I'd give them credit, but they noticed that Scream 4 should be Scray 4M, because
that is how it's spelled.
Yeah, they stylized it with the 4 in the middle.
I wish you knew who did that too, so I could yell at them, point that shit out. The dumb shit. Like, why can't just leave shit alone? You know, it's Scream 4.
Yeah, that's fun.
Bastards. Anyway, so that's it for this week. Next week we'll have the Patreon pick.
All right, I can't wait to see what we get to watch.
Yeah. So if you're not signed up yet, go to patreon.com/radio. Signing up gives you the ability to nominate a movie. Being the fucking tier 2 or higher gives you the ability to vote on that the movie that we talk about next week.
And keep in mind, I believe next week is Shark Week.
What?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, what? You can't do shit like that to me. What the fuck? I had no idea where you were going with it. I was just like, wait, what? God damn you. Why?
I don't know.
It's fun.
It is a good time.
I shouldn't have jump scares recording a show. Not fair. Yeah, so patreon.com/radio. We get an extra show on there every week.
Support the show, you cheap bastard. Get that wallet out. I know it creaks when it opens.
Ow.
My God.
Here we go again.
Spend a few bucks on the Patreon.
Yeah, tiers starting as low as $3 a month. This week, the extra show is a horror trivia. So
it's terror trivia because I like alliteration, not featuring Canada.
Right. It is. It was going to be named horror trivia, but Rob renamed it terror trivia. Reason being he likes alliteration, so they're for the title of the show.
Yep.
Why do you make us do stupid things?
It's my network. We do what I want.
Unfortunate answer, but very fair. Yeah, so I thought that's a good idea. People can play along at home, maybe learn some new shit.
Yeah, I learned some new stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to get down with some hard trivia, sign up for the Patreon. And the Easter egg content is on there as well. So make sure you check that out. Again, patreon.com/radio. You can follow us at /radio on Twitter, /radio.com, where you can check out all of our episodes, interviews. Our shop is up on there. And you can find me at Mikey's Dead. Rob, where you at?
I'm on Twitter at Radio Rob123, and you can listen to my other show, This Horror Life, wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
Kat, how about you?
You can find me on Twitter at cat_Valor, VOLEUR. You can also check out the channels I write for on YouTube, Wicked Binge and Blood Binge. We're talking about Korean zombies this week across both channels. So,
damn, you're doubling down on Korean zombies?
We're going all in on the Korean zombies.
Holy shit.
All right. Sounds like a good time.
You can also find me at spacehate.com/Radio Rob123. I forgot about that as well.
You can also find Rob complaining about Space Hay.
And that's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and give us a review if you can. Appreciate it very much. And stick around. We'll be back next week. Good night from Slasher Radio.
All right. I got to go. I'm going to poop my pants.
And that'll be it. Good night, guys.
And that's the... He really left. What's the chance he was prairie dogging for at least the outro?
He had to have been, right? That's the quickest he's ever left the chat.
No, Candyman.
Oh, yeah.
I scared the shit out of him. Literally, that's hilarious.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.